What's classy if you're rich but trashy if you're poor? Living at a hotel. Now that is a good one. I have known people in both categories. Keeping a bottle of liquor in your office. I'm poor, but when I visit the nice parts of the city and see people day drinking everywhere, I just assume they're having brunch. I love brunch. Cracks open a Pabst at 10 am. Brunch rules. Day drinking. Rich folks can have 5 mimosas at lunch and nobody bats an eye, but I bring a 40 for lunch and suddenly I'm fired and a terrible role model for the students. Love this. I feel like all the crazy successful people drink a shiz ton. Lawyers, entrepreneurs. Doesn't seem to matter. Every lawyer I know, so, 6, 7, maybe 10, is a drunk. All of them. I have no idea how they manage to do their jobs well, but they are successful at work. They're just always shiz-faced ASAP, when the working day is done. I work at a private country club and almost all the members I know that smoke cigarettes are lawyers. Having many pets. The only difference between cat hoarder and animal rescuer is budget. Also the smell. You didn't think of the smell, you bitch. Being on a first name basis with a judge. Hey Judith, how's it going? You're an idiot. Sir. Look at me when I'm. Don't you? Listen here, you think you're so smart, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You're an idiot. Not actually a quote, but sounds like something she'd say. Makes $50 million a year. She can say whatever she wants. Walking around all day in a bathrobe. My uncle used to get his paper around noon in his bathrobe so his neighbors would know he just woke up and didn't have anywhere pressing to be. How does that work if everyone else is already at work? He did it at work. Power move. Having a lawyer's business card in your wallet. God, this is so accurate. When someone I know to be poor mentions having a lawyer, I immediately wonder just how deep of shiz they're in. Shitty landlords are the #1 reason a poor person should have a lawyer. Yeah, but lawyers cost money. A good number of lawyers work on a contingency fee basis, e.g. plaintiffs' lawyers. Meaning, unless they win, they don't charge for their legal services. Usually you have to pay court fees and any other fees that arise in the case though. 50 Shades of Grey. Apparently, never read the books but saw the memes. It's only acceptable because he's rich. If he lived in a dump it would be a CSI episode. Great point here. Showing up to a formal occasion in t-shirt and jeans. That's like mega rich. Most rich follow trends, but Bill Gates can show up in sweatpants and people will think he's flexing. I think this may work for any software professional, honestly. I meant like people who have fudge you money, not necessarily Gates, but anyone who's stupidly rich. Gates doesn't have fudge you money, he has I could give you my weekly budget if I started aggressively spending all my money over the next 50 years, and then you'd still have fudge you money for the rest of your life money. Wearing hoodies / sweat / gym wear to work. Especially in tech. I thought the popular thing among old school tech guys was dressing like a hobo. Being called Duke. Or Earl. Hey Earl. Hey, Crab Man. That show deserves more recognition, and the fans deserve a final season. So I lived under a rock, apparently. But a few years ago, I saw that My Name is Earl was on Netflix and I decided to watch it start to finish. I was so disappointed when I got to the to be continued and there wasn't any more episodes. I just want some closure. Getting money from the government. This needs gilded, but I'm poor. Have you tried getting money from the government? That would be trashy. Rich guy buys fast food, he's just like us. Poor guy buys fast food, he should really make better choices. Funny how both work out to be true. Wearing vintage clothing instead of hand-me-downs. I buy my vintage clothes new, thank you very much. /s. I made this joke a lot when I escaped destitution. Now I can afford to have shoes without holes in them, and pants that come with holes in them. Having a wedding in your yard. Common or poor folk have it in the yard while the rich have it on their estate. How rich do I need to be to call my house an estate? You can call it that no matter how much money you have. It is just at one end of the spectrum people will laugh at you and assume you are drunk. The other they will regard you with jealous respect. So, as long as the property is real, it's an estate. Not cleaning your own house. I can afford to have someone clean my house, but I can't have anyone do it because of my clutter. Upper middle class problems. Day drinking. Brunch. Second breakfast. Brunch is breakfast but it's okay to drink. Brunch is breakfast but keeping the buzz from the previous night going so it doesn't all come crashing down at once. Well said. You speak from experience. If you drink instead of sleep, you never have to wake up with a hangover. I'll drink to that. Having your clothes be worn out. Not sure if Fallout 4 Bandit or Kanye West. Making your own booze. Craft liquor versus hooch/shine. I would counter hooch/shine vs toilet wine. I'm making some lovely pruno in my poolside guest house. You should come over for a charcuterie pairing some afternoon. I found these locally grown sweet potatoes I put in this jar 6 years ago buried in the backyard. If you want some interesting drink. And I'll cut ya up some pepperoni to go with it if you're still hungry. Rich people collect. Poor people hoard. That's more about house size than the actual state of being rich or poor. If your house is filled to the brim with stuff, people call you a hoarder. Rich people have the space to distribute their stuff evenly so they don't look like hoarders. Did you ever see the episode of Hoarders featuring a 31-room mansion filled floor to ceiling with junk? It was probably one of the better ones. http://